Hello, good morning. It is Monday. It is the 6th of January and I'm Samantha. Start of a new week. I think this is my first, well, because it's the 6th, this will be my first full week of Flosstubing for the year. So, first of all, it's also like my first proper week of showing you my SAL, and that's what we're going to start with. My Heaven and Earth Design SAL. It's going to look like this when it's done. And I have been using Royal Rose and I think I really like it. I think I might convert. I'm doing another full coverage map, Alice and Snow White, and I think I might convert that. So this is what we have so far. It's just sky. I'm going to be doing sky for like forever, but it's looking really good. I'm really liking it. I'm doing it 2/1 on 25 count, easy grid. I'm using the CXC threads as well, which I've never used before, and I actually really like them. I got them from Talking Dog Stitchery. She has a Flosstube as well. I'll link her down below. And yeah, I'm actually really liking the CXC threads. I've heard varying reports from different people, but overall it seemed quite positive. And I thought, just try them. And it's literally, normally it would cost me maybe £90 to kit up something like this. And this cost me like £25, something like that. It is, which I thought was worth, like, it's a big enough difference that it was worth trying, and I'm really glad that I did. And I think I'm probably going to be converted now, because as much as I like DMC, I just can't justify the difference in the cost. So there we go, CXC, and the CXC numbers match up with the DMC numbers as well, so that's always good. I don't know about mixing and matching them. I might do it on smaller things, but probably not on a full coverage, because I think CXC is slightly thicker, so that might look a bit weird. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's coming on. I have done 1,000, let me look, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I've done 1,800 stitches, which there are some people that have finished an entire full page already, but I can't do that because I have children and work and stuff to do. I mean, if people have the time to do it, that's great for them. I'm happy for them that they get the chance to do it. I know a lot of people have been putting a lot of time into it, just while they have time off work, because they know that when they go back, sorry, let's turn the phone down. They know that when they go back to work, they're not gonna have the time for all the stitching anymore. So fit it in when you can. Right. On Friday, I wasn't feeling very good on Friday. Like, if you watched last week's Flosstube, you'll have seen Friday I was just a mess. But on Friday, I spun up this little guy. This is Those Who Deny Dragons by Kick Stitches. And it says, those who deny the existence of dragons are often eaten by them. I have changed the colours on mine. I've got it in my little pouch, little Alice in Wonderland pouch. These are great. Like, they're just the right size for fitting in like a 6-inch hoop and like all your threads. I am stitching this on Fabric Flare, 18 count, I do believe. Yeah, 18 count Ada, Fairy Dust, Cloud, Blue and Pink. And this is what we have so far. I think when I showed you, I had done all the dark purple. So now I've done all the light purple. So if you can see where like the greenish colours are, that is what I have done. But yeah, it's very cute. It's getting there. It's absolutely And it's a small pattern, 2,100 and something stitches. I'm about halfway through it, so that'd be cool. I'm not looking forward to doing the back. I'm not a fan of backstitch. I may have mentioned this before. So yeah, that's what I managed to get done. It doesn't look like an awful lot, but it never does. That's on, yeah, so I told you the fabric, didn't I? Sorry, it's a little early in the morning. And the kids are not back at school yet either. They don't go back until tomorrow. Right, let's spin my wheel. Let's see what we're doing today. We are doing Fancy Lady. Now, I don't think I spun her up last week. I think it was the week before, so that would be nice. I've not worked on her for a little bit. Let me get the picture up to show you what she will look like. She will look like this. There we go. She will look like this. And let us find her in my box of goodies. See it again in one of these. Foxes are my second favourite animal after dragons. This is what we have so far on her. Ooh. So she is getting there. I think I spoke about this before. I think I'm going to try colour completing for the bottom half at least. Probably for the top half as well, to be honest. I'm just going to try colour completing and get the bottom half finished and then move up to the top half and probably colour complete to do the top half as well. I'm doing that on it's either 16 count or 18 count. I don't know, it's just like a plain tan Ada. And I've got my little Beauty and the Beast stitch. Is that going to focus? Hello, Beauty and the Beast stitch minder. Stitch minder, needle minder. So yeah, we'll be getting on with that a little bit today. I have got quite a lot of stuff to do today, but it's been really bad weather outside, so it'll all be insidey things. Yeah, I have another video to make for on here, because if you're watching this, it is now on a different channel. So I need to make a couple of videos for that. And then I need to work on my websites a little bit. So I have lots and lots to do today, but hopefully I will fit in some stitching time. And hopefully I can convince the dog to go outside. She's, poor baby, she cannot go outside when it's raining, when it's cold, when it's wet. She's, yeah, it's a shame. She's ridiculous. She's utterly ridiculous. And I explained to her that she's descended from wolves. She's descended from dogs that live outside all the time. She's half lurcher. Like, these guys love it outside. She does not. She is not a fan of the weather. So that's another thing that I need to make for her actually, is a jumper, because it's getting really cold now. We tend to not get cold here until January. And I've had it on my list to make her crochet a jumper for ages now, and I've just not got around to it. I might start that today while I'm talking about it. Right, I will be back tomorrow with progress on Xenia and spinning up for Tuesday. Okay, have a lovely day. I will speak to you later. Bye. Hello, good morning. How are you? It is Tuesday. It is the 7th of January, and today is the first day the kids are back at school. So I've dropped them off at school and I've come back and I've got all cozied up in my floof because it is very, very cold outside. It's quite cold in here as well. I've got the heating on, but it's still quite cold. We've got wooden floors and, well, it's laminate floors, and they just seem to make everything really cold. So yeah, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time snuggled up, I think, stay nice and warm and do some stitching. and do some knitting and do some crocheting and enjoying the peace and quiet for the whole day. So yeah, I'm not planning on doing much today, apart from just relaxing, and the sun's gonna come out and be really weird now. Right, let's show you my stitching. So yesterday I spun up Xenia, which is, let's show you, here she is. She's my Nora Corbett, and there we go, that's how much got done. So I worked on this section here, this red, and then in this red all down here as well. So we did all that. I am colour completing it. She's been done on, I think it's a 16 count, pretty sure it's a 16 count Technicolor Ada, and all the called for threads and beads when I get to them. So yeah, that was, it's coming along slowly, but it's coming along, which is the main thing. Let's have a wee look, see what we've got on for today. So this is another kit. Where is it? Hey. This is what it's going to look like, and this is where we're starting. I've been mostly working down in this grass section down here. So this top section is all completely finished up until the bottom of the orange here is all completely finished apart from the back stitch. There we go, let's see, oh, that's a bit better, I can see him better now. So up until that orange bit is completed apart from the back stitch, and then I've been working down in the grass down here. So that's probably what I'll continue on with today. And, or I don't know, I might go back up and start working from the top down. I wanted to do something that wasn't grey. It's weird. It's weird. You're like doing the same crosses regardless of what you're doing. But changing the colour just makes it so much better for reasons. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say for the rest of the day I'm just going to sit, I'm going to get snuggled and enjoy my first day of peace and quiet with the kids back at school. Up until 3 o'clock where I have to go and pick them up again, and then the chaos will resume. But I can get some stitching in before then. So I'm going to go, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's the 8th of January. And yeah, I've just come back from the school run. It is freezing outside. The canal on the back is frozen over. Not like you wouldn't be able to stand on it. It's not that frozen. But some of the smaller birds can walk on it. I don't think the ducks or the swans would manage. But we've got little moorhens, and they can like run across the top with their little skinny legs. Very cute. But yeah, everything's really, really frosty and icy outside, which looks very pretty, but is slightly perilous when you're walking a very, very excitable large dog. So it was a tentative walk to school this morning. But it was nice, it's nice and fresh. The flood warnings have all gone. So yeah, it was quite a nice little walk this morning. I feel invigorated. I feel awake. I haven't had any coffee yet, so I need something to wake me up. I'm going to go make coffee in a minute though. But first, let's show you my stitching from yesterday. So yesterday I spun Totoro, and what I did was I worked, you might not be able to see this because it's very light colours. I worked on, this here is all filled in with white, this is like a little bunny thing. And then there's actually 2 shades of grey here, I don't know if you can really see. But I filled in all that grey bit, and I finished off doing the green bit down here, and I finished off some green over here. So it's quite nice on the pattern. It's like blocks of stitching, but enough colour changes. So I think I said that yesterday. It's enough colour changes to keep me interested, but it's not that many colour changes that it gets frustrating. So it's quite nice. Quite a nice little pattern to work on. So let's see, what are we working on today? Let me see. Harley. Okay, it's been a while since I've worked on this one. Let's have a look. Where is Harley? Oh, dear. Dropping everything on the floor. Oh, she's right there at the bottom of the pile because I've not worked on her for so long. So Harley is my printed cross stitch. Ooh. So this is what we have. This is what she looks like. And this is how far I am so far. It is literally, I've just been filling in, like the yellow is the colour that I'm filling in. Like the yellow background is what this dark colour is here. So that's the colour that I'm working on first, which is all the background, because you can see on there, there's a lot of, it's not black, it looks black, but it's not, it's actually like a really, really, really dark blue. It's almost black. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on with working on this colour. So as you can see, she is 220 by 165. So she's not massive, but she's not small. This is a 14 count printed Ada. And this is what happens when you drop liquid on it. So I'm going to have to, inside here though, you do get like a printed copy of the pattern as well. So I'll be able to work out what the stitches are supposed to be for it when I get to that stage. But I've got a couple of bits now. You can see it on the back. There's a couple of bits where either I've dripped some water on it or the kids have dripped some water on it or something. So, you know, if you're doing printed cross stitch, make sure that you put them away when you're done. Don't leave them sitting out. And make sure they're not anywhere where they can get anything dripped on them. Because if you haven't used a printed cross stitch before, what happens is you stitch all the colours, you just use the key, you stitch over the corresponding colour with the corresponding thread, and then when you're done, you just put it in water, give it a little quick wash, and all the ink comes out, so you're just left with a plain white Ada. So you do have the option as well of just, if you don't like doing the printed thing, because I can understand how that can be a bit harsh on somebody's eyes, but if you don't like doing that and you want to use the actual paper copy of the pattern instead, you can always just rinse the fabric out first to get rid of all the dye, and just do it from the paper copy. But yeah, so, and I think this is like an AI generated picture. I got this donkeys ago off Amazon, so I don't even think they sell it on there anymore. If I can find it, I will link it, but I'm sure I looked before and I couldn't find it anywhere. There's lots of other different Harley ones, but that one in particular I've not found again before. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm having a pretty chill day today. I've got a tiny amount of housework to do, which is basically just like dishes from this morning and a little bit of chuck some washing and drying in, and then I'm going to be playing Warcraft today. I've decided I'm going to have a Warcraft day because I've not done that for a really long time and I just feel like it. Okay, I'm going to go. I will be back tomorrow with hopefully some progress on Harley. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, how are you? It is Thursday, it is the 9th of January. This is the second time I'm recording this because Lilith decided that she would like some attention, and so she just trashed the living room, knocked all my crochet hooks on the floor. I've got them in a tub, and she knocked the tub on the floor, so I've just been picking up crochet hooks. It's a lot later than I'm normally recording. Normally I record like quite early in the morning, either before I take the kids to school or when I just get back, and I didn't have time this morning. And I've been doing housework, and it was only because I had a break from doing housework to sit down and have a coffee and do some stitching, I was like, I did not record my Flosstube segment this morning. So here we are. Oh dear. It's just been like a very hectic, busy morning. I'm trying to sort out a car, going to view a car at the weekend. So hopefully I'll get a car soon. Right, yesterday I spun Harley, which is this one. It's a printed cross stitch. I'm pretty sure it's AI generated picture. Sorry, I did not switch my phone down. Let's do that now. Let's turn you all the way down. Right. Right. The phone will now not deafen everybody. So, which side? I worked on this side here, and I did all this black section here. It's not black, it's dark blue. It looks black though. So, yeah, it doesn't look like I've done a lot, but there's a couple hundred stitches in there. This is 14 count. Pretty sure it's 14 count Ada. Yes, it is. 14 count Ada. This is what the whole thing looks like. And it's nice, easy stitching. The only problem I have with it is because the margins are very small. I like to stitch in a hoop, and because the margins are very small, I can't put it in a hoop to do these bits. I'll be able to for like the more central parts, but doing these edgy bits, it won't go properly into a hoop, which is very annoying. So I'm stitching in hand, which is not my favourite, not because I dislike the concept of it. It would be nice just to be able to pick it up, but I keep getting hand cramps. So I usually stitch with my hoop and put my hoop in either my Lowry stand, or I've got a little wooden stand that I pop the hoop in, which is what I've been using mostly because my Lowry stand has got my head style on it, since I'm stitching on that every day, which I haven't stitched on that today or yesterday. So I'm going to have a bit of catching up to do. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. It'll be okay. So let's have a look and see what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be stitching on Dracula. Now, last time I spun up Dracula, I didn't get a single stitch on it. I just did not have time. I'm sure it was last Thursday, actually. If this is your first Flosstube on here, I have been doing Flosstubes on my other channel, or my main channel. And this is going to be the first one that I'm doing on my new channel. So, yes, Dracula. It's Dracula's Confessions. Give me a second, I'll find the pattern for you. It's a Lindy Stitches pattern. Let's have a look. Dracula's Confessions. There we go. So here we are, Lindy Stitches pattern. You actually get both of these in the one pattern. So even though it says like the pattern is £9.91, it's not really, because you're getting both patterns for that. So I'm doing this one, the top one, and I will show you how far I have got, which is not very. It's using a mixture of Weeks Dye Works. There's a couple of, where is he? He's not in there. It's Weeks Dye Works. There's a couple of DMC, and there's a couple of silks. Dinky dyes. No, there's one dinky dye, which is, this is how far I've got. Ooh. This is the dinky dye. It's black coral, and the rest of my threads are in this wonderful storage system here. But it's all very, apart from the black for the bat, and show you again. Apart from the black for the bat and like the flowers and the border down here, it's all very sort of autumnal colours. So yeah, he's very cute, and I do like stitching on him. I'm using, I think it's a 35 count, might not be, I think it's a 35 count vintage country mocha, and that's, yeah, it's not really very exciting to look at yet because it's just a black blob. So hopefully I will actually get time to stitch on it this time. I say I didn't get time to stitch on it at all the last time, so it would be nice if it got a bit of love. I do have a very busy day though, and I don't know how much actual stitchy time I'm going to get. I need to try and make time. Yes, I need to make time. I need to make some time for this, but I also need to make time to catch up on my head style as well. Because if I normally stitch it in the morning, but I didn't have a chance this morning because I have children, and you know, they can be a little not great when you're trying to do things in the mornings. None of my kids like it in the morning. They're both very hard work. One of them is like the 12-year-old is very grumpy in the morning, and the 10-year-old is just an absolute space cadet. So between those two things, it can be a rather frustrating experience to get them ready for school. But, you know, it's fine. And I will try and make some time in between doing all the other things today to do some stitching on my Dracula, do some stitching on my head style, and I mean the head style I can always catch up on Sunday, and just I'm hoping to go and see a car on Saturday, and then Sunday I think I have all day free, so I should be able to catch up on my style then, ready to show you on Monday. Right, I'm going to go, and I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with some progress on Dracula for you to see. Okay, bye! Hello, how are you? It's Friday, it's the 10th of January, it's the end of the week. It's far, far later in the day than I planned to record. It is 4:15 currently, and yeah, I've had hardly any stitching time. I've had hardly any time to do anything today. We've had a leak, and we've had water dripping through the kitchen ceiling. The bathroom is right above the kitchen. There's a problem with the shower, and the shower has been leaking in behind the tiles, and then down through the floor, and then into my kitchen. So all sorts of, yeah, whatever. So we've been getting that sorted today. So not a lot of stitching time. I managed to get about 100 stitches done, which is not great. I didn't manage to get any of my head style done either. So I'm going to have a lot of catching up to do on that this weekend, which is fine. It'll be nice just to sit probably on Sunday and just like chill out and just spend a lot of time just stitching and relaxing. These are my 100 stitches that I got done. Yesterday I spun up Dracula's Confessions, which is this one. It's by Lindy Stitches. It says, I love the shade and the shadow, and I would be alone with my thoughts when I may. And I did a little bit more on the black, and I started on the writing. This is the I at the beginning. So I love is what that's going to be. And this is Weeks Dye Works Rum and Raisin, which is not massively variegated, but it's still quite nice. And this is Dinky Dyes Black Coral. So there we go. And I think it's a 35 count even weave linen. I don't know. It was meant to be an even weave, but it feels more like the linen. I don't know. I'm very tired. I've not had much sleep. Right, so let's have a look and see what I'm going to spin for tonight and get done over the weekend. I might try and just leave that out over the weekend and get some more done on it, because I never got any done on it last time, and it's a lovely pattern. I would like to have it up on my wall, but I also have a lot of head style to catch up on. Right, let's have a look. This is what I'll be stitching on tonight. Oh, Totoro again. I think I spun this up a couple of days ago, so I'm not going to get it out to show you again. But yeah, I'll just carry on doing that. And for the weekend, I'm not sure what we have planned now. My boyfriend's on his way, so he's going to be here tonight and some of the time tomorrow, so I don't know what we've got planned for tomorrow during the day. It was going to be to go and look at a new car, but that's not happening anymore because the car got sold. So I think it might just be a nice chill weekend. So hopefully I'll get some stuff done. That would be nice. Yeah, so I'll be back on Monday. I will show you my Totoro progress. If I've done any Dracula, I'll show you the progress on that. And I will show you how far I've got on my head cell. Let's see if I can catch up. I think I've got like 3 days worth to catch up on, which is about 750 stitches. I could do that, maybe. Depends how much time I actually get on Sunday. We shall see. I'm going to try and catch up though. I'm going to do my best. Right, I'll be back on Monday. I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. I hope everybody gets more stitching time than me. And yeah, have a lovely weekend and I'll see you Monday. Bye bye.